My name is Peter Bruninger, and I'm here with Greg Roberts from Volti Audio. Greg, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. We haven't seen you since Capital Audio Fest. Your business seems to be really thriving. Well, we're being framed here by, this is which model speaker?
This is the Alura.
Mm-hmm.
This is the second model we came out with. We debuted it here at this show last year.
That's right.
And sold that pair. I decided at this show this year to only bring this model, the Alura, because I find that at other shows it's always in the shadows of the Vittora, the first model we had. So I wanted the emphasis to be on the Alura here at the show.
Well, folks, if you look at the other videos and you get on Greg's website, you'll see the Vittora is a lower model, and it's got a classic horn design to it. This is the more modern look and a more modern sounding product that Greg developed for last year's show. And in fact, he asked me last year, he says, "Peter, what do you think of it?" And I said, "It sounds really good." And apparently so, because that pair, as Greg just said, it sold at the show last year. So, some new things I hear from Volti Audio. I hear you guys are moving from Maine.
Yes, we are actually. It's a decision that my wife and I have been making for some time. We've been thinking about it for quite a long time, and the transition from our other business, our lifelong business together, to the new business is finally going to happen this year.
So, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're moving to Tennessee. Better business climate. No snow. Or virtually no snow.
Yeah. So Maine, Pennsylvania.
The biggest thing with Maine is we had an ice storm early in the winter, and that ice stayed on my driveway for 3 months. So I'm not going to own a snow shovel in Tennessee.
Well, here we're in Chicago now, and everything has melted, and we're at the Exponent Audio Show. And Greg, I met you at an audio show, and how important are audio shows to Volti Audio and your marketing and your positioning of your product for people to see and hear it?
Right now, it's really the prime way that we are marketing our company, and so far so good. I get a really good feeling about doing the shows. I get good feedback from people. The exposure is very important. I talk to other vendors when they go do shows. They're sort of expecting sales, after sales. For me, I don't look at it as something that I need a sale from the show necessarily. For me, it's exposure for the company. I want people to know about Volti Audio, and I think that's been very successful for us doing the shows. I'm looking forward to next year doing at least 5 shows. I have planned, so I'm gonna expand it. I'm gonna do more.
Well, I believe that people buy from people they know. And when you go to an audio show, you do meet connections. You shake hands. You touch the products. You get to hear the products, and I think it's a terribly important way of doing business. You just can't buy off of a picture. You have to buy off of a person. So I agree with your strategy. Yeah.
And people always ask me, "Are you going to sell through dealers?" That's always another subject that comes up, and I've thought about that since day one in this business, and it's not happening yet. I don't know. I'm pretty comfortable selling online, direct to my customers, and marketing through audio shows.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix, as they say. Yeah. Well, I love every time I come into one of Greg's rooms, I see the veneer work on the speakers, and flanking us. The veneer work is impeccable, and it's American walnut, if I'm not mistaken.
This is, yep. A little bit of figuring in it.
Okay. Well, a pair of speakers like this, you must have a super setup in your house, do you?
Well, you would think so.
Okay.
Well, let's put it this way. I have a super setup in my house whenever I have a pair of show speakers.
Okay.
Waiting to go to a show. Because they do find their way into my house. I actually don't own my own pair of Volti Audio speakers, believe it or not.
How come?
Well, right now, I want to put all of my resources back into the company. So, but it's an interesting tidbit.
I think so too. Yeah. Because
did you read that in my newsletter?
I did read that in the
I
newsletter.
thought
yeah.
so, because that's the only place I wrote that, was in my newsletter, so.
Well, people who are part of the Volti family or prospective family members and purchasers of Volti audio products, they do get, you have a great newsletter. You're a very good writer too, so it comes across well. You explain how the products are made, where you are in your life, where the business is in its business cycle. I really think it's a great package. I believe that's why you've had great success so far.
Yeah, I think so.
Good. Well, what's going to be new? What's next on the horizon after the move?
The move will really open up a lot of time for me to develop new speakers. You know, I have all these ideas in my mind about what I want to do, and I just don't have the time right now to dedicate to it. So that's one of the biggest parts of the move, is to be able to just focus on Volti Audio 100% and really dedicate some time to developing the next model of the speaker, the next Volti speaker. A single cabinet version of the speaker you see right here, rather than a twin cabinet.
I'd like to hear that.
Well, I think it will sound almost the same. However, it will be lower in cost, and that's I am trying to broaden the line of speakers that we are selling to include lower price models, and so a single cabinet is less expensive to build than two cabinets.
Yeah, figures.
So
makes sense. Yeah. Well, I think you've got a great business model, and you've got great sounding products. And speaking of great sounding speakers, let's next spin up some vinyl or spin up a CD, and let's listen to these fantastic speakers from Greg Roberts and Volti Audio. Okay?
Yeah, great.
Thank you very much,
All
Greg.
right, thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
All right.
Good.